Hello, guys, and welcome back to this episode. Today, we are going to talk about Savitri, this princess, this Hindu princess whose courage is admirable. And let's start with the story. Savitri was more dazzling and beautiful than any other woman in the world, and when it came the time for her to get married, she had no suitors because all the men around her were intimidated by her beauty and her sharp mind. Then her father washed his hands off of the responsibility to get his daughter married and asked her to find her own husband. Savitri then decides to go out, and get out of the palace, goes, to different cities, talks to people and whatnot, and then eventually she will find an handsome guy, Satyavan. Now, she finds him out in the forest, right? And his father, Satyavan's father, was not only blind but had lost his own kingdom. So basically, she is marrying somebody who does not own a kingdom and does not own anything in particular. So of course that is slightly complicated for a princess, and therefore Savitri is pretty much convinced now that this is the right choice, and so she goes back to her home kingdom, her own father, to talk to her father about the situation, the fact that she actually has found a husband. She goes back to the palace, and there, just by pure accident, she meets Narada. Narada is one of the advisors of the king, and of course Narada listens to the conversation that Savitri has with her own father, and at that point Narada intervenes and tells Savitri, said to Savitri that Satyavan will live only for 1 year from the day they marry. Her father does not object to this choice, and so her father consents, gives her the permission to go and marry Satyavan. So at this point, she knows perfectly well that her husband is gonna live for only 1 year, and so she has to find solutions, or possible solutions, to solve the matter. So she thinks about several options, right? Now, most of those options concern type of herbs and very healthy food, and very healthy food, good food to eat for him to be alive and of course be healthy. However, this seems to be not enough. On the day that Satyavan is supposed to die, Savitri goes with him into the forest. As he's chopping wood, he's overcome with fatigue and falls asleep in her lap. Savitri knows that this is the moment of his death, and then she sees Yama appearing. Now, Yama is basically the god of death. When Yama comes to claim his body and his soul, Savitri refuses to leave her husband and follows the god of death. Yama repeatedly tells her to go back, and each time she argues with him, extolling first the virtues of obedience to Dharma, and then the company of good people. Eventually, she phrases Yama himself, and as the dispenser of justice, and she manages to keep on following him and keep on arguing with him, to extol things from him, promises. Yama is so impressed with her devotion to her husband and with her intellect that each time she defeats him with one of her arguments, he offers her a boon, any boon except the return of her husband's life. So first Savitri asks that her father-in-law's sights be restored. Then she asks that his kingdom be returned to him. And finally, she asks Yama that she be the mother of 100 sons. Yama is happy to grant her all that she wished for. That is, until he realizes that the boon cannot be fulfilled unless a satyavan comes back to life as her husband. And therefore, he admits defeat, and satyavan wakes as if from a deep sleep. We are told to believe that Yama restored Satyavan to life only because Savitri was so devoted. She was so willing to follow her husband even into the realms of the dead. So it is clear from the beginning that Savitri is the most unusual woman one can think of. She's beautiful, she's learned, she's determined. But while all the men around her seem to pull away from these virtues, Yama recognizes and acknowledges Savitri's other special qualities. She defeated him with her arguments and with a cleverly worded boon. And so she obtained exactly what she wanted. Guys, one of the main reasons why I wanted to tell you the story is because this story is so much powerful. Yes, it could be interpreted in negative terms, and that would happen probably with every story. But what I want to underscore here is the devotion, the sacredness of human relationships, how they should be valued, and how important they are in our lives. And with that being said, I will leave the option to comment to you guys. Please comment below. Let us know what are your thoughts on this beautiful and quite determined princess. Let us know what you think nowadays of human relationships and how they are evolving towards paths that seem more and more unhealthy. And now let us know also how you consider relationships and what kind of relationships you do value in your own personal lives. With that being said, guys, I thank you so very much for tolerating me and bearing with me. And also, please comment below. If you do like the video, don't forget to leave the like, to click on the like, to leave a thumbs up, to subscribe to the channel, and to comment below and let us know your thoughts, your opinion on this story, and so much more. We'll talk next time in a new video, and with that being said, guys, bye bye. We'll talk some more next time, of course. Bye.